Hello, creative friends, and welcome to the Stampin' Squad. My name is Cheryl Dorsey. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southern California. And I'm so welcome to the squad today. Let me hop into the chat and say hello so I can see that you're here and I can say hi to you. There's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Here we go. All right. And if you're watching the replay later, also leave me a comment. I like reading your comments and responding to them. So we are definitely into fall now. It is October. I don't think I said the date. Today is a October 6th. It is October 6th. And today we're going to make some treats. I haven't made treats in a while, and I felt like it was time. So we've got some cute things that we can use, some cute products for fall. So I thought we'd make a couple of treats today. Okay, let me grab my ruler and I can go over some measurements with you. Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. All right. These are so easy. You guys are going to make a million of these. I just know it. I've already gotten started. This is a piece of old olive cardstock, and the measurement is 2 1/4 by 5 inches. And I've already scored it in the middle. So that's at 2 1/2. Okay. So we've got that. I've also got a piece of Cajun clay by 2 1/4 inches. Got that. I got a piece of DSP. This is from the Painterly Pears DSP. I've used that on a couple of projects so far this fall, and I'm totally obsessed with it. So I just cut out a piece of it. We're going to die cut this. And then I also have a piece of basic beige. So let's stamp. Let's stamp. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. And I've got a little stamp that just says thankful. And this is from the September Paper Pumpkin Kit. So it was perfect. And so I decided to use this. I mean, I'm sure you've got some kind of fall or Thanksgiving stamps that you could use. There we are. And I just want to say, while I'm here and mentioning Paper Pumpkin, if you're not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, what are you doing? What are you even doing if you're not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin? Especially, I mean, for everybody, because I'm subscribed. I love getting it every month. I meet up with friends at the coffee shop. We do our Paper Pumpkins. It's so fun. If you are new to stamping, a Paper Pumpkin subscription is really, I think, the fastest way to accumulate a great selection of stamps. So, if you have questions about Paper Pumpkin or you're just curious about it, let me know and I can send you some more information about that. Okay, so I just stamped this right down here at the bottom. Oh, let me tell you the width of it. Again, this is basic beige, and this is 1 3/4 inches wide. And you're probably better at cutting a straight line than I am. So all I really need to do is just cut right here, but I can't cut straight to save my soul. So I'm just going to use my paper trimmer. There we go. I mean, I will try to cut it and it won't be straight, and I'll cut it a little more and it still won't be straight, and I'll cut it a little more and it still won't be straight until I have to just start over again and stamp again. But there we go. There's our little thankful. Now, we need to die cut this. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use my mini cut and emboss machine. Oh, and Carla's here. Hi, Carla. And Marlene. All right, I think we have a quorum. Lisa, you say you can't cut straight either. I don't know, just really challenged in that area. It should be a simple thing, but it just doesn't work out for me. All right, I guess I could tell you I'm going to use this die right here to cut this out. And this is from the Perfectly Pairs bundle. We've used this stamp set on a couple of other projects. And here are the dies that come with it. So I love it when they make dies that cut out not only stamped images like this one right here, but also some of the designs in the designer series paper. That makes for really quick and easy crafting. Got my post-it note tape here. If I can get that aligned with the image. And there's my top plate. So let's send this through. All right. Don't need the post-it tape anymore. There we go, our little pairs. So cute. Now, this piece of Cajun Craze, I want it to be embossed. So I'm going to use this embossing folder. Let's see, the name of it is Gathering Leaves. You can see it's so cute. It has all these little bitty leaves. So since I'm going to be making more than one of these trees. I mean, I'm only going to make one for you today, but I myself am going to make a whole bunch of them. I have a larger piece of Cajun Craze. Now I could put this in here and run it through. That would be fine. But I'm going to go ahead and this is a scrap that I had. And I'm just going to go ahead and run this bigger piece through. And I'm not going to bring my large cut and emboss machine over here. I'm just going to go over at my desk and run this through, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, here we go. There it is. Really pretty. So I could cut a few of these out of this. We just need one today. So let me measure this right here again. It is 2 1/4. So cut this off at 2 1/4. And I think it was 2 inches wide, but let's just make sure. Yes, 2 inches wide. So now let's cut that. And I have another one all ready to go. And then I can use that other piece and cut more. So it's a little bit quicker way to do it than just running through a tiny piece like this over and over and over again. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and fold and burnish on that score line. And let's see what I want to do next. I've got these little bags and I bought them from Amazon. And if you want the same kind of bags that I have, I put a link in the description underneath this video. So there is an Amazon link down there for you. These bags are 2 inches wide. And then if you folded it over right at that spot, it'd be not quite 4 inches, like that. But you could use any size bag you want. Right, I've already taken one and put some candy in here. And I am wondering if anybody else has ever had these jelly bellies that are the juicy pear flavor. Just wondering. I've had them, and I specifically went to Amazon and ordered some for this project because I think they are so good. I mean, I love pears, but this candy really tastes like pears. All right. So I put 12 of them in there. Seemed like an even dozen was a good number. Let me pull this off. So they're self-closing. And I'm just going to put this down, let's say right about here. Okay. So that is sealed shut. Now, this is just going to go in here. And I'm going to use a stapler because these treats are really for adults. When I make things for children, I don't like to use staples. Um, I don't trust them not to eat the staples, I guess is what I'm saying. But for adults, I think we can trust adults with staples. So here we go. I'm going to take this and let's come down to about there and just staple that closed. And then I'm going to glue this right on top here. This is so cute, if I do say so myself. See if there's any glue left in this. It feels a little light. So let's put this right here, and it covers up the bent part of the staple. And I'm just going to hold that down a little bit because it does poke up just a little bit. It's just raised up a little because the staple is underneath it. I'm just going to kind of help it stick for a minute. And that way, the smooth part is back here. So nobody's going to hook their skin or anything on it. Ouch. Right? So it's nice and soft on this part. Nice and smooth. Okay, we've got that. This is just going to go right down here. To put a little glue on it. Get right down here near the bottom. And I am going to hold that and let it dry a little bit because we've got this embossed piece of cardstock, so it's very bumpy. So I just want to make sure that that glue adheres well. There we go. That looks good. And now we've got our little pears. So I've got some mini dimensionals. I'm going to put a few of these on the back. Put a couple underneath these leaves so they have some support. And one there, one here, and then I'll put one kind of here in the middle so we don't have a collapsing middle. I'm just going to use my take your pick tool to take the backing off of these. There we go. I think I got it off all of them. Yes. Okay. Now this is just going to go right in here. Scoot it over a little bit. There we go. Right there. How cute is that? I love it. I love it. So as I said, I've already started. Right? Getting started. I'm having some friends over this weekend. So I'm going to put a basket of these out. I think these would be really cute also for or Thanksgiving, something like that. Very cute to have one of these at each place setting. So that's the first one. How easy. Super easy. Let's make a different one. Okay. For this one, actually, I'll just wait till I die cut and then I'll the basic beige and it's little one. It is 1 3/4 by 1 1/4. And this designer series paper, let's just talk about that for a minute. Designer series paper, and hold on, I have to look up the name of it because I don't remember. There's too many. That's the name of the designer series. Let me just show you the pieces. Here we go. It's gorgeous. The colors are wonderful and it has gold foil accents in it. So we have all these leaves. The back side of this one is this. It looks like that embossing folder with those little, this one. So pretty. That is this nice wood grain look. And then we've got this one with the gold foil. And the back side of that one is this. Little, little bitty circles all over it. And then this one, I love this. I think it is so elegant. It's got the little tiny leaves. And one more, this one. Whoops, we've got two more. Backside of that one is this little tiny print, the basic gauge. And then this one, old olive with the gold. And the backside of that one is this early espresso wood grain. So perfect paper for autumn, for all your autumn projects. So here's our little piece. It is by 2 3/8. 1 7/8 by 2. This I'm going to use a die from the Textured Notes collection. You see, there's one missing there. Here it is. This is the one I'm going to use. So I'll cut it out and then I'll measure it for you so you know what size the finished piece is. And this is probably going to go ka-clunk when it goes through because that's got that long side. Oops, it's got the long side of the die. I might have to get my big one because I'm Kind of stressing it a little bit here. A little too stressed. A little too stressed. Let me get my big machine. Let me get big machine. Okay. Just a little too tight in that small one. Just a little too tight. So this ought to work better. Here we go. Let me see if I can line that back up because it started to cut. There we are. I am going to put just a piece of Post-it on there to hold that. And here we go. This should work better. Boom. There we go. Peel that off. And here we are. We have a nice rectangle with a decorative edge. Hold it up here so you can see. Hopefully you can see the edge on that. Really pretty. And I need it to be scored in the middle. So we need a scoreboard. Just grab mine. It's right here. And I told you I would tell you the measurements of this. So it is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. So it's 4 1/4. So halfway would be 2 1/8. So I'm just going to score right here at 2 1/8. And I'm going to be careful here because you see the little cut lines along the edges of the die with that the die made. I don't want to pull really hard across that because it might tear it. So I'm actually just going to move in past where the die cuts are and put my score line there. Okay. Of course, you wouldn't have to use a die cut here. You could just cut a rectangle. That would also work just fine. Okay. Let's see. Let's stamp. Before I start putting stuff together, let's stamp. I need a piece of scrap paper. And for my stamping, I'm going to use the Gathering Moments stamp set. So I'm going to use the Thankful for You and let's see. Oh, and this leaf. And then these little berries. I'm going to use those. Let me get my early espresso. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment with that. And I want to get it down here really near the edge. There it is. And now I'm going to use crushed curry. And I'm just choosing my colors based on what is in the designer series paper. So here's this cute little leaf. I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp it right here. And because it's light, it can kind of overlap with the sentiment. Now I'm going to use Cajun Craze and stamp my little berries. And I'm going to stamp off again. There we are. I think that's so precious. It's just so cute. All right. But I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I am going to use this little corner rounder punch. And I think I bought this on Amazon. You probably already have a corner rounder punch. If you don't, they're really easy to find at a craft store like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, on Amazon. So I'm just gonna do my little corners here. I felt like that just gave it a little more of a finished look. There we are. Okay, now we can start thinking about putting it together. I've got my bag and I am going to use two Hershey nuggets. And these nuggets, I have never seen these before, but these are pumpkin spice latte Hershey nuggets. So that seems perfect for fall. So I'm just going to put a couple of these in here, and they will fit right down in there, like they were made to go in there, which is great. There they are. Okay, let's pull this off. And there. Now, I'll put this on. Let me grab my stapler. That looks about like it's in from the straight. There we go. Got it. I'll come check your comments in just a minute. Let's see what you guys are up to over there. Let's just press this and I'm going to hold it again just because that little stapler is underneath there. The staple is underneath there. And I want to make sure that my paper just gets adhered well around it. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Okay. And let's put this right in here. There we go. Very, very cute. I love that. Now let me show you. embellishment and put it right there, right where the little berry is. That, like, is that a nice accent or does it look weird? Because I one looks strange or is it a nice accent? So let me know what you think about that. And let me bring these back out here. Um, and also just want to remind you where you can find me. Okay, let me come look at your comments real quick. Hi, Martine. I think I missed saying hi to you. Ah, the pumpkin nuggets. Yes, it was either Walgreen. I think it was Walgreen, but it was either Walgreen or CVS Pharmacy. So it's one of those places. I like going to Walgreen and getting their holiday candy because usually if I can get in there right when they put out the next holiday candy, so Halloween would have been like last month to go there. So as soon as they put it out, they usually have it on sale for a really good price. Really good price. So I like heading over to Walgreen and checking in to see what they have. Okay. You're welcome, Lisa. Um, all right, I'll put another one of these little embellishments. These are the Cajun craze and gold dots. I just tried to get it right in that spot where that little stamped berry is. Okay, so I have some things to tell you. Um, well, let me show you this. That's all I'm going to show you today for making things, but I am going to make a video, just a separate little video that I will publish in the next couple days, showing you some Halloween treats. These are super easy. So if you're needing some inspiration for some Halloween treats, come back and check because in the next couple days I'll have that standalone video out here for you. Okay, that's where you find me. There's links in the description underneath the video. So you might want to look down there and check that out. Um, the link for these little bags that I used is also down in the description. The last chance list, the last chance product list on Stampin' Up! Has been updated. It was just updated a few days ago, at the end of last week. And so products are going away forever. It always makes me sad. But I made a video last week. You can find it here on my YouTube channel. So look back at the video. Many products that made it onto the last chance list that I made with them. So that might help you decide. Also, today, October 6th, is the first day of the kit sale. So all the kits are on sale up to 30% off. And I love kits. I have a kit gathering at my house every month, and it's super fun. So if you've not tried a kit, this is a perfect time to try one. Of course, all the things for shopping you can find on my website. If you need any help with anything, just let me know. And the last thing I want to tell you is there is an amazing starter kit offer this month. It's the best one that Stampin' Up! Has. And with that, you can get, now I'm trying to remember, I think it's $125 worth of product for 30. So, if you are curious about that, you want to know how to get a haul of products, $35. Um, Shipping is free on that. Holler at me and let me know, and I can give you all the details. So, yes. have for you today. I hope you like these autumn treats. I hope that you will make some. Um, let's see. Oh, Kathy, the second one is your favorite. Yeah, I mean, they're both fall, but they're both really different. So, I mean, this is just because I love the pears. I love the pears and I love that pear candy. So I didn't really have a choice. I just had to make that. So I'm really okay. I think I caught up on all of your comments. So thank you so much for stopping in today. Remember to come back in a couple days and look for the Halloween treat video that I'll put out for you. And I will also be back again live next Monday. So I will see you then. Have a fantastic week and stay crafty. Bye bye.